Okay, so you are able to see my screen, and let's go to the syllabus. This is the syllabus we have. Okay, yesterday we were talking about the BDC, right? Let's go to the BDC part, and I'm going to open the system, MSTSC. So almost SHDB we understood. Okay, gradually we will learn about the session method, call transaction. Maybe today itself we will try to see at least call transaction we will be able to complete. Okay, so we log into the system. Okay, so this is the last program which we have written. So I'm going to create one more program for BDC purpose. Okay, here we'll create the BDC program. Already exists. Okay, so 45 number program. BDC call transaction. Okay, so yesterday what we have seen that suppose if we have to create multiple materials. Okay, so in the BDC we have seen yesterday that BDC stands for batch, stands for group. The data is nothing but content, and communication means nothing but transfer of data from one system to another system. So whenever we have to migrate the data from a system to another system, in that case BDC comes into the picture. Okay, so here this is the legacy system. Legacy system is nothing but non-SAP system, the earlier system. Suppose our organization is having some system like Oracle or JD Edwards or some another small ERP like Tally or something like that. Okay, so Tally is a very small ERP. Okay, so Oracle is a very big, JD Edwards. So similarly, if you have some organization is having some another non-SAP ERP and they want to migrate the SAP system, in that context, the earlier system known as the legacy system, the previous system, the old system. Okay, so that Oracle or JD Edwards will be known as, in this context, the legacy system. So from that system to this SAP system, if you want to migrate the data, in that sense the BDC comes into the picture. We understood what is BDC, when BDC, why BDC, how BDC, all these questions answer we have given. We have seen some couple of transactions where we generally supposed to use this BDC. Generally, when we have to migrate the master data, for example, material master, vendor master, customer master, okay, purchase info record, there are so many, BOM, so many like master data is generally we transfer from one system to another system. So here we have taken one example of material. Suppose you have to migrate multiple material from one system to another system, how to do. We have seen how to create the material, right? So if one by one you are going to create the material, it will take a lot of time, right? We have seen how to create the material. So if you have to create the material, generally we fill all this field over here, right? And we can select any of the things, so which is properly configured. So I'm generally raw material, finished or semi-finished, any material type you can select. It should be configured, that is the thing, or that combination should exist. Okay, if we're going to, if some combination does not exist, it may give you the error. Okay, so generally we are looking into the basic data. Click on this OK button, and here we have given some description, right? And once we have given the description, simply we are clicking on this save button, and the material was created. A very simple example, very small example. If you understand this example, completely, then you can create any kind of BDC, okay, with the help of your programming skill. Okay, so the concept, mainly we are going to focus on the concept for this particular BDC. Okay, so in order to create the multiple materials, we came to know that system cannot sense himself that where is material we have to give, where industry sector need to be given, where the material type need to be given. Okay, so in order to make two system understand that we want to pass the material, industry sector, material type, then on the another screen we are going to select the basic view, right? And then we'll have to give the material description and all. We have to identify this particular place, okay, this particular screen element. Because if we want to identify the screen element, we simply have to press F1 over here, and we can go to the technical settings, and here this particular portion we are going to check it. Here you can see that field description for batch input. So these are the different data you are having. With the help of this address, you can identify a particular field, okay, and there whatever the data you want to push, you can push over there. We have created yesterday one Excel. Let me see if that Excel where we have saved that one. Okay, so just a second. Where we have written, just I'm trying to find yesterday we have created some file that I'm trying to look into. Just give me a second. I'm trying to how to get that one. Yes, example data, report, assignment. I think here it is. No, this is not. Okay, no problem. We'll create once again. We'll open one Excel over here. Okay, it seems it is here. Yeah, we got. So you can see that this is the program name, scheme number, field name, field value we are having, right? So here you can see that okay. So this is the data we are having. You can see that program number. So to identify a particular screen element, to identify a particular field, we generally have to give the program name. Then we'll have to give the screen number, field name, right, and the value you want to pass. So whatever the value you would be passing, that will be where? That will be in a text file or something like, suppose you have Oracle system, and from Oracle system you want to migrate multiple material into the SAP system, right? So here in your Oracle system you have, let's suppose 1 lakh material or 10 lakh material you have. Okay, so you will be having the list of material. Okay, so you will be having the, suppose you want to create only the basic view. So for creating the basic view, at least you require what? Material, material type, right? Then you will require industry sector, then material text, and yeah, these are at least these things we require. And then unit of measure, also we have seen that unit of measure will require material type, industry sector, material text, and unit of measure. Okay, so what actually we will do, Ramesh, okay, fine, I muted him. So here you can see that material type, industry sector, and material text, unit of measure. These are the fields at least we will have to give. So what we will do, from the Oracle system we will collect all these material. Okay, so let's suppose the name of the first material is Z. It's not necessary to start with Z. Let me give MB28 test 01. This is my first material in the Oracle system. So material type, let us suppose this is the material type FERT. This can be anything, material type. Industry sector I'm giving 0. Material text, just test, it can be anything. And the unit of measure I'm just giving EA. So this is the data we require to create a material, right? This is what we have seen over here. If you want to create a material, what you will have to do, you will have to go to the MM01, right? Once you go to the MM01, here if you have the list of material, right? If you have the list of material over here, so material, this material you want to create, right? So if you want to create this particular material, in that case you will go here, right? You will go here and you will give the name of the material over here, industry sector, chemical industry. So here there's the industry sector. Here you can see that it's coming in the description. Actually this is not the technical value. If you want to see the technical value, press F1 over here, click on this technical detail, go to this field name, or better go to this data element, click on this data element, then go to the domain, click on this domain, go to this value range, and here you can see T137. Okay, so this is the value table. So actually if you click, if you go inside its content, you will be able to understand the meaning of different description given over there, right? So once again I will go to that MM01, and here you can see that the industry sector you are having automobile industry, chemical industry, mechanical engineering, all these things, right, is coming. From where it is coming? From here it is coming, right? And what's the technical meaning of that? Here 17ACMP MBRSH. So 0 is not a valid value. You can see that 0 is none where. So if I would be giving 0 over here, and when I was trying to create the program and passing this value to create a material, it will give me the error. So 1 is valid value, 1 you can give, there is no problem, right? For the retail, for chemical industry you can give the C. Okay, generally I'm selecting the chemical industry, so maybe you can give the C over here. 1 is also fine, 1 is also a valid value. Okay, so this is how you can identify the technical value. Okay, MBRSS. So this is just a description, it is populating over there. You don't have to pass the means you don't have to pass just a second, someone is pinging. No, it's fine. So here you can see that Here you can see that the description is coming over there in the drop down, right? This is the drop down we are having, correct? So industry sector we are having, right? Industry sector and automobile, mechanical engineering, pharmaceutical, plant, retail. This is coming there. So actually here you have to give either C or 1. Internally that value is passing. Internally that value is going. That's what I'm trying to tell. Okay. Okay. So hope you understood what I'm trying to tell over here. Now what the next step. Okay. So to capture all this value, we have seen that we have a transaction called SHDB. Okay. This is the transaction we have. Here yesterday we have created one we have created yesterday here one recording, right? So if you find that one, you will be able to see that recording. I'm just trying to check that recording. What's the recording name I have given? So I'm not able to find. I think this is MB demo. This is the recording we have created. Once again, I will show you how to create the recording. Click on this new recording. Okay. And go to the name. You can give the recording name. So MB 28, right? APR 1. Okay, this is the name of the recording. Transaction code, I want to create the material, so obviously I will use the MM01, right? I will start the recording now. Okay, here this material we will have to give. Which material? This material, right? So this material is already created. I will give the second material. Okay, so the list of material, let us prepare the list of material. Some 6 material here. This one, the industry sector, you can means in the real time this material type can be different material type also. So just quickly I want to prepare the data, that's why I'm just changing the name of the material, and other thing I'm keeping the same. Okay, so this is the second material. This is the material type FEIT. So chemical industry, C is nothing but the chemical industry, right? Material type finished product. That's it. Press enter. Basic data. Click on this OK button. Here give the description. The first material. Base unit of measure.
బిల్డింగ్ లైన్ తీసుకొని ట్రైనర్స్ లింక్డ్ అర్బన్ రోడ్ ఇచ్చి చూపుతుండ్రు ఒక్కొక్కరు మేము చెప్తాం అంటున్నాం వాటి కొంతమంది అయితే మేము 50% గా చెప్తాము మాకు
Okay, so here the base unit of measure, you can see the material group 900, the old material, external material, division, product allocation, all these things is not required, right? Click on this save button, and once I click on the save button, the material got created and we have come back to the recording screen, right? Here you can see that the program name, the screen number, and then the field name and field value. These are the detail which is coming over here, right? So you can see that in this this is actually a kind of programming. This is a kind of programming. So what happens if you carefully look its structure, the first column is containing the program, second column is containing the screen number, third column is containing whether this is a new screen, right? Whether this is a new screen. If it is a new screen, then X is coming. Here on the fourth field, you are having the field name. Here the BTC underscore cursor is the name of the field. BTC underscore OK code is the name of the field. Here also you are having the name of the field. Material, right? You can see that this is a material. MBRSH is C. Material type is Z009, right? So that FEIT we have selected, right? If you remember that I have selected over there the FEIT, but their internal name is Z009. Okay, the internal name, the technical name is Z009. Here the finished product. How I identified this is Z009? Okay, so press F1, go to this technical settings, click on this data element, right? And you will have to go to the value table. Okay, go to T134. This is the value table, and here click on this content button, and then just run it. Once you run it, you will be able to see here the technical name. Okay, and the description also you will be able to see. Just dragging to the right. Here you can see this is the description. It is coming MTBEZ. Okay, MTBEZ. So what I will do that I will just format the output value as per my requirement. Okay, so deselect everything, MTART, and the last field which we have, that I will select MTBEZ, apply, and then just run it. So here you can see that. So the finished good here, if you just try looking into the finished good, or you can search from here finished. Okay, here that you can see that at many places the finished product, because this is a demo system, you may get such kind of list. But here the finished product, the actual finished product, you can see that Z009. Z009. So this is what the system is capturing. Okay, Z009 is the actual value which we will have to pass for the finished product. Okay, Z009, the whatever the value for the finished product we have selected, from there finished product, whatever the value we have selected over here, that's the meaning of Z009. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you over here. There is also FERT. The technical name is FERT. Meaning of this is also the finished product only. Okay, just I'm trying to look into that. Here you can see the finished product test, right? So once again now search. This was not appeared first time when I was looking into this. So finished, here you can see that now it's coming. The FEIT is also coming, right? The F001 is also coming, because this is a test system. That's why you are getting confused over here. For the multiple finished product, people have created as per their own convenience. Means when they were trying to create, or they were trying to do some practice, at that time they created multiple finished product. But in the production system, you will not get the scenario like this. There will be one finished product, and generally their name is FERT. Okay, as per my understanding. Okay, it means there should be only one FERT. Okay, there should be only one FERT. Got my point? So now what I'm trying to do over here, that if you go and check the recording, come to the recording, here it's Z009 MTART. The material type is the Z009 finished product. FEIT is also the valid one. You can take the FEIT, whatever the valid ROH, raw material. Okay, HALV. Okay, anything you can take as a valid material type. Anything we can take as a valid material type. Okay, so whatever we would have selected while creating the material, it will capture. Just a second. Let me close the unnecessary session. I want to close. So here you can see that anything, whatever you would have selected from the MM01, that will come over here. Okay, let's go once again to MM01. So because I was selecting the finished product, and this finished product was corresponding to JSON.
Hi Pankaj.
Yes, hello.
So in MM01, can you go to that, this one, MM01?
Yes.
So last one in the standard toolbar, last option, customizing in standard toolbar, last option. Can you click on that? Last one. Toolbar, next one. Toolbar.
Which toolbar?
Standard toolbar, last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click on that. Click on that.
Okay.
Go to options, first one.
Okay.
And here, interaction design folder. Second, folder. Yes, click on that. And visualization one. Can you click on visualization one under that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So can you click on this right side, show keys within drop down list? Checkbox. Yes. Say apply. Okay. Apply. Okay.
Okay. So now I will get one. Yeah. Yes.
You will get.
So you can see here. Okay. Thanks, Ramiredi. Thanks a lot. So here you can see that now it's more convenient, right? Here we are having the better visibility. Here also you can see that now 7C MP A1, it is coming here itself, right? So now it is better to identify, right? Thanks, Ramiredi, for this wonderful knowledge. So here now you can see that the array RMMG1-MBRSH equal to C, or whatever you want to select, you can put that particular value, HALB. So this value you can give yourself. Another thing is by default, because we want to select the first view, first option, so 01 is coming over here. Enter, we are pressing enter. Other things, let it be like this only. Other things, right? Other things, let it be like that only. So this unit of measure, MEINS, is nothing but unit of measure. This I am passing. The MATKL, this 900 by default was coming, and this MTPOS_MARA norm was also, this also default was coming. So for each material here, you can see that unit of measure EA we are giving, right? The material, this material group MATKL, this 900, because it was already there, that's why it has captured. Okay, you can try without giving this MATKL 900 over there. If it is allow you to, if it will allow you to save you, then also fine. Here it will not appear. Okay, once again I will create one more recording. I will show you. Click on this new recording button and MB April 2, and click on this start material. Here the third material I want to create. Other the C chemical industry and Z09, I want to select this FEIT. Okay, FEIT. Press enter. Now this basic data one, press enter, and here this norm and all I don't want. I just want to see which. I just want to pass the mandatory, mandatory field. So the test, and then the base unit of measure EA, then the material group, this I have removed. Base unit of measure, these two important field I have passed. Material group also we don't have anything. Let us click on this save button, and it got saved. That means material got successfully created. We didn't require to pass any another field, right? So now you can see that MATKL is not coming, right? Only the unit of measure is coming. Norm, that norm field is also not coming. That is also not required. Okay, but here that norm field is taking the blank value, right? Here, because it got captured, that means it is taking the blank value. So at least you have to pass the blank value. That's why it got recorded. Okay. So now you can see that these things, all these things has come nicely. With the help of this recording, I want to create another material. So I want to create, just carefully see here. right? I want to create the material number 4. So instead of 03, I'm going to give 04. Material number 4 I want to create from this recording. I will show you how you can create. C is the industry sector. You can give one also. One is also the valid one for the retail. And the material type FEIT Z0009. This time I'm giving, right? We have just seen that Z0009 someone has created, and that was also valid. So these three differently I have given. The unit of measure also you can give as per your convenient. This, let it be like this only. Okay, just a second. Sorry guys. Uh, okay, so here, yeah, okay, so we have given this material number, industry sector, and this material type. Now, so all the information you have given, whichever you require, this unit of measure also you can give whatever you want. This OK code equal to BU, BDC underscore OK code equal to BU. This is for the like when you click on the save button, this equal to BU automatically. It's getting generated. So other thing, just keep it how it is. Whatever we have to give the data, that only we'll have to change, right? Again, click on this process button. This process button. Click on this process button. Click on this OK button, and you can see that automatically the material number 4 is coming. This is the new material we have given. Automatically the 1 is coming. Automatically this Z is coming, right? So click on this again, enter button, and you can see that basic data 1 is by default selected. How by default it is selecting? I'm just pressing the enter. I'm not doing anything. I'm just pressing the enter. By default, you can see the test is coming, EA is coming, right? And here in OK code equal to BU. Simply we'll have to keep on pressing the enter. Okay. And you can see that MB28 test 04 got created, right? MB28 test 04 got created. So this is how you will have to prepare the data, right? So if you see that here the 5 fields we are having, and this is in form of internal table, right? Just observe carefully, you will see that these data are in form of internal table. So what we'll have to do means actually what is happening in behind the scene, what is happening that all this data is gathered together in an internal table, and when I'm clicking on this process button, it's calling the transaction which MM01. Okay, it's calling the transaction MM01. This is the start ID MM01 it's calling. And because we have already given the program name, a screen number, a start ID, so system identifying that this particular field, this particular field for which program and on which screen is present, it's going and putting those value over there. Okay, it's going and putting these values over there. Similarly, here also it's doing, right, identifying with the program, a screen number, and a start ID. Just give me a second. I'm always getting some sound which is disturbing me. If I get any sound, I get very much disturbance. I don't know what kind of sound it is coming. Just a second, let me check. Just a second. Every time some sound is coming, I don't know why. For me, it's very disturbing. That's why I'm getting disturbed. I'm trying to identify those, but I'm not able to get. Let me try. Okay. So here you can see that 0070. Yeah, fine. Actually, flow gets disturbed. Okay. So what I was telling that, this RMMG1, all this data is there in the internal table format, right? Internal table form. So system is identifying with the help of this program a screen number and this field name and the field value we are having, right? Field name and field value. It's going and putting the value over there and automatically, right? Just system internally clicking on the enter button. System internally clicking on the enter button. Internally, in the background it happens, right? In the background it's like we are manually here pressing the enter button. Once again I will create some another material. I'm giving the 05 over here. Just observe over here on the material number. I'm changing the material number. It was 04. I'm giving the 05 over here. Okay, other thing I'm just going to keep same. I have to create the new material, so just I have changed the material number. Click on this process button, and if you see that manually I'm clicking on this OK button or pressing the enter. But when I will write the program, we have a command, we have a syntax. That syntax will, what it will do, it will prepare, it will internally click on this particular OK button. Okay, it will internally click on this OK button in background. And just it will keep on this OK button and everything is going to happen properly. So what we'll have to pass? We'll have to pass this material number, we'll have to pass this MBRS, we'll have to pass this MTRT. This is the only the required field. From the outside we will have to pass. Other things should be same. Okay, here also you can see that here only you'll have to pass the EA. Keep it blank. I believe that we need to pass this blank, otherwise it may give you the error. However, it is not creating any problem, so keep it like this one, or if you want you can remove, but there is a possibility that it will give you the error. Okay, because here it is considering the blank value. If it does not consider the blank value, it would have not captured. So if it has captured, that means at least we have to pass the blank value. Okay, so we can keep, so this one, and this particular not this is the system generator enter is required, right? This x is also fine for the basic view, because we want to capture the basic view, so let it be like this only. Okay, so if you want to select 2 or 3 fields, so you can 01, 02, 03 like that, you can give and you can pass the x over there. For example, what I'm trying to tell over here, press double value I have, just double space I have created. I'll copy this one and I will paste it over here. Okay, second tab also I want to select 2, and third also I want to select, and I will give the x over here. That's it. Okay, and if you run once again, I'm going to give the another material here. It was 05 earlier. Just I have given 06. Okay, so now click on this process button, and this time what it will do, that you can see that basic data 1, basic data 2, classification, all 3 is getting selected. Why it's getting selected? The reason behind, we have given here x, here 01, 02, 03. So based on your requirement you can select. I just want to make our requirement simple, so I'm going to select the basic data, simple, the basic data 1. Okay, so what you understand from all this discussion, what we understood from all this discussion is that we will have to prepare this internal table exactly in same way. Okay, when we will write the program, we will have to prepare this internal table exactly in same way how it is over here. Okay, this TMM0 is not required. Just remember, you can remove this one. When we will write the program, sorry, I did some, everything I have selected. No, I don't want to. MB03, where we have, okay, no problem. I didn't save that one, so what I will do, that yesterday one I will just open over here. Okay, so I'm going to change mode, and this only, this particular program, this particular row I'm going to remove. So I'm selecting this particular row and click on this minus button. Okay, and click on this no. So that particular record only will be deleted. Okay, so what I have done, that particular call transaction mm01 I have deleted. Okay, so why I have deleted, just I wanted to show you, your data should be in this format exactly. Okay, your data should be exactly in this format. You will have to prepare the internal table in this format exactly. Okay, one thing else here also I would like to mention, if suppose something you feel that unnecessary is there, right? You can see that this you are not able to understand what is this. Okay, this BDC underscore service screen, service screen, service screen, service screen. This is not meaningful for me. So what I will do, you can remove this one which is not meaningful. So let's say start understanding from the beginning, and we will understand the significance if some data which is over here, if some meaningful is or not. So here you can see that BDC underscore cursor is at the MTART field. Okay, BDC underscore cursor, that means my cursor was there on this material type field. This is not required. I'm going to delete this one. I don't want to put cursor. I just want to go and put the value directly. Once I put all this value over here, right? Once I put all this value over here, then I will have to press the enter button. So if you want, you can change the sequence of this value, but there is no problem if you don't change the sequence also. Here it is fine. This everything we are going to put into internal table, so sequence does not matter over here, right? So here the material number, here the industry sector, you can see material number, industry sector, material type. These three fields I am passing over here. Now if you come over here, BDC cursor, that is the field I'm selecting. This is required, right? Then here the meaning of this X means you are selecting. The meaning of this means you were selecting this particular field, you are selecting, and BDC underscore OK code means enter. So putting the cursor again is not required. This should be sufficient enough. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one. Okay, and I will test here itself. So BDC OK code. So enter you have pressed. After pressing the enter, this is equal to BU for the save purpose. Equal to BU for the sub purpose. After passing all the value, for example, material group. If you want to pass the material group, you can pass, but material group is not mandatory. We have just seen, right? This MTPOS underscore Mara, there it was taking the blank value. I think that is required. If you don't give, it is there is a possibility that it will give you the error. That also we will see. I'm just going to copy this one so that if it will give the error again, I will keep it. Okay. So notepad, control V. So here the MTPAS I'm going to remove, right? Another field you can just remove, and this I don't, these all I don't require. Okay, I don't require. So I'm just going to remove this one. Other recording, I'm not able to understand why it is coming, so just I am removing. If you want, you can keep, there is no problem. Okay, it will not, but this is the unnecessary recording. Okay, so this may slow down my system performance, though there is no much impact on the system performance, but we know that there is no meaning of all these things. Simply I have done something, that's why it has come. Means scroll down, scroll up, all this kind of stuff we have done, that's why. If you are not able to understand properly better, you don't delete anything, because I know that there is no meaning of that one. We understood all the meaningful is there. I've just deleted that one. Okay. Once you will start practicing, you will be also be having the idea. right? So but here, you know, you can see that SHDB, let's go once again to the SHDB, go to any program. T code will have to give, right? Otherwise it will not go to, you know, if you click on this process button, system will not understand where to go. Okay, you can see that it didn't go anywhere. So at least you will have to give the, means the first here, because here, from here you want to you know, from here you want to run this value. So you'll have to give this T and the field name mm01 BSAAXF. I will let you know what is the meaning of this one, but just give this as it is. Click on this process and this time it will go to the mm01. You can see that here the MBMAT2 is already there, I think. I'm not sure. Let's see here. If it is already there, it will tell. Click on this OK button. Again click on this OK button, and the material already maintained. You can see that it's telling material already maintained. So what I'm going to do, I will go once again back, run once again, and here we'll give the another material. Just give the material number 3. Okay, give the material number 3. Click on this process button, click on this OK button, click on this OK button once again, click on this OK button, and the description base unit of measure is not coming automatically. Why? It should come. What's going wrong, right? What's going wrong? It should come automatically, this description. Have we not given over there? We'll have to check. Okay, we'll have to check. So I just want to bend this one. Okay, so what you can do, that you can use the /BEND and you can bend this transaction. This function is not possible. Okay, let me do one thing. SHDB. Let me close the another session. Go to this MB demo. Okay, everything is now here again, you know. Fine. So it's okay. It's there, right? We will use this one. I'm going to remove this. We can use this one. Here you can see that this is the selection. This is the selection. This is the X, means it is selected, right? 01, 02, 03. This BTC cursor you can remove. Okay, and then change recording jet test. That's okay. Here now we believe that there is no meaning of this one, so just I'm going to remove once again. If it is required, you know, if it is required, when I will process, it will give the error. Okay, then again I will create a fresh recording. As per my understanding, it is not required, so just I am deleting this one. Okay, so just delete this one. But suppose if you don't understand, you can keep it like this only. There is no problem. Okay, so now I'm going to run it. Let's give some another material over here. Jet MB test 011. Now click on this process button, click on this OK button. Now you can see that everything is coming over here. Click on this OK, automatically it is selected, and here it's coming, right? Here it's coming. I think in that recording it was not there. The value was not present. That's why it was creating the problem. The base unit of measure description, it was not present. That's why it was creating the problem. Automatically equal to BU is coming now. Okay. So whatever the unnecessary thing, this is also BTC underscore subscreen is not required, right? Because there is no meaning of this one. This is the meaningful. This is the data only we want to pass, right? Equal to BU means we want to save. Subscreen, this is also not required. You can see there is no meaning of this. I don't have any meaning for this. System has simply recorded. Okay, but we are the developers, so we know that there is no meaning of this. Just what is the important thing? We'll have to identify the field and we will have to pass the field value over there, and whatever command we are performing, that command we have to give. So value and command. Okay, so on the the very first is the transaction. You can see the transaction we are calling. The second, here you can see that BDC underscore cursor is the cursor position. You can, cursor position is also not required, so just I have removed. Material number required, right? MBRSS is required, material type is required, and after that inter is required, right? So whatever required we have passed. Now here you can see that the first basic view I'll have to select, right? So this is required, X is required, X means selection, 01 means the basic view, first one, and inter is required, so I have just kept it. Now MAKTX, the material description is required, the subscreen, this is not required, right? This is not required, so I have just removed. BDC cursor is also not required. Cursor means where you have put your cursor, so I have put my cursor on MEINS. This is not required, right? I require to put the value at MEINS equal to EA, MAKTX equal to test, and BDC underscore OK code. That means I'll have to click on save button. Empty POS underscore Mara, as per my understanding, at least we'll have to give the space or NORM. So here, Rami Reddy, can you please confirm this field is required or not? Means empty POS underscore Mara. Do we have to at least pass the space value?
We can remove that. We can remove that.
Okay, so I'm just going to remove, and we will check now. So click on this. See, you can see that this is so nicely we have created and so optimized it is. That's why. So if you are a bapper, you can optimize the thing if you have the proper understanding. So just I have copied and pasted over here, so that if suppose some error comes, I will at least will be in the situation to recover. Means I'm just pasting it over here. Okay. So now I'm going to click on this process button. Let me do one thing. I will give some another material 12. Click on this process button. Click on this OK. Automatically this is coming, right? Click on this OK button. Click on this OK button, and you can see that test EA is coming. Here general item category group by default NORM is coming, right? This is the same field. By default it's taking NORM. Just this is the same field which I have just removed, but by default, because we are running in the dialog mode, it's by default NORM is coming. When you will run in background mode, this may give you the problem, because in background by default NORM will not come. Okay, this is thus the field which Rami Reddy confirmed that this is not required. So I'm just going to remove this one, and I will see that whether it will create the problem. So if you click on this OK button, equal to BU command is there. That means you are clicking on this save button. That's the meaning of this equal to BU. Okay, so this command you are passing. Click on this OK. It got successfully created. I have removed from there, so it should not create any problem. Okay, because it successfully got saved, right? So what you understood, what we understood from all this conclusion, that whatever the field is required, just keep those field, keep the command also. Command means BDC underscore OK code. Wherever you have the BDC underscore OK code, just keep that one. Value and command is the most important thing. Another field, another thing, you can remove it. If you don't remove also, it will not create any problem. Okay. Now I want to create a program. I'm going to click on the save button. Recording was saved. J test is the name of the recording. You can create many recording. Okay, I have choose the J test recording. This is the recording I have test. I could have chosen this one also, and we have modified this one. Unnecessary things we can remove. Okay, so we have just choose the J test, so no problem. This is also fine. Now what I want to do, that I want to create a program. So here also SAP gives you the option to create a program. But suppose if I create from here, you will not, maybe you will not be able to have the good idea, So what I will do, that I will go in the system directly, and there I will create a program. So this is the J test, right? This is the J test, where it is, this is, right? This is J test. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to prepare an internal table, okay, where this data should be there, this much data. This T code we don't require. Okay, this T code we don't require. We will prepare an internal table in this format. In this format, exactly it should be in this format: program, screen name, starting, field name, field value. Exactly it should be in this format. Okay, and once the internal table is prepared, we will call this transaction mm01 with this field value. With this transaction we will call. That's the significance of this. Okay, so you will have to prepare the internal table in this format, exactly in this format it should be, and then we will call this particular transaction. Let's go and do that. Go to the program /o SE38, come over here, click on this change button, and this is the program name. Description we have already given. BDC call transaction in beginning itself, right? So I'm going to create the program. See, you require an internal table which holds this program, screen, start ID, field name, and field value. SAP has already given you one structure called BDC data. Okay, so we'll create one internal table, data IT underscore BDC type table of BDC data. This BDC data will be having exactly these 5 fields. If you go and check, double click over here, click on this yes button, and you can see that program is there. A screen is nothing but DIN Pro. Okay, a screen is nothing but DIN Pro. You are having a screen, right? You can see that dine begin is nothing but start ID. Dine begin is nothing but start ID. Just a second. You can see that start ID. Field name. You can see that field name. F name is nothing but field name, right? Field value. You can see that field value, right? So exactly you have 5 fields over there. So SAP has done already these things for us, because they also required to do for they were also using in some cases. So for their purpose they have created this BDC data structure. So we are using it. If they would have not created, we could have created our data, our internal, means our structure we could have created. It was very easy. Using the types we can create, right? Because it's already there, so why to create? This is also one of the important interview question. Interviewer will ask, which is the standard structure we can use to prepare the internal table in BDC. You will have to tell BDC data. Okay, you will have to tell BDC data. How to remember this one? Because you have to prepare the BDC data, so of course you require a BDC data structure. So you can relate like this. If you have to prepare the BDC data, so the structure name is also BDC data. So you can remember like this. I require one work area also, right? So WA underscore BDC type BDC data. I have created one work area. I have to prepare the internal table, right? Exactly like this, I'll have to prepare the internal table. Okay. So I'm going to prepare the internal table now. How you can prepare this internal table? Give this WA underscore BDC hyphen control space dine begin, right? The program name is screen number. Let me do one thing. I will start from program name. Okay. Program name equals to, what is this? Program name, then a screen, right? So let's WA underscore BDC hyphen, then DIN Pro. DIN Pro is nothing but your screen. Then WA underscore BDC hyphen control space. You have the dine begin, the third field. Then say start. Then WA underscore BDC hyphen control space. Then you have the field name, right? Then W underscore BDC hyphen control space, you have the field value, whatever field value you want to pass, equals. Okay. I'm just going to remove this extra space. So this is the exactly, because I have to prepare the same internal table, right? I'm going to pass this program over here in single quote, right? it should be in single quote. Every value should be in single quote. I'm just going to pass this field value. Okay, so we'll see that now. Program name already I have written, DINPro 0060, control V, and here the DIN begin is X, and here the field name is blank, so I'm keeping the blank. The field value, you can see the blank. The first row is created. First row is created. Once you create the first row, you know that we'll have to append, right? Then only the internal table will be created. So append WA underscore BDC to what? IT underscore BDC. This is one record created. Now I want to create another record, right? Another record, fourth, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. How many total records is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 records are there. So 12 records I'll have to create, right? Here, okay, just a second. Yeah. Now, so now the first record we have created, correct? Yes. The second record, if you see the second record, you know, BDC, this 3 is blank, right? This 3 is blank for the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is going to be blank. This is going to be blank. This is going to be blank. Field name and field value only is there. BDC underscore OK code is the name of the field. So pass it, and the field value is what? Field value is enter. So pass this enter over here, equal enter. Okay. So I have appended this one. Again, this program name DINPro, DIN begin, all these things is not there. Okay. So remove this, remove this, remove this. Now field name and field value for this, right? Field name, sorry, this is the field name and this is the field value. This is the field value. We have passed it. Okay. Now again the this one MBRSH one, right? So I'm just going to copy this MBRSH, pass this MBRSH, and the value is FER, sorry, 1. Passed 1. This is not required. This is blank over there. You would have observed that it was blank, right? This is also blank. This is also blank. DIN begin is not, right? MTRT, copy this one, right? NetWeaver 7.40 onwards, we have very nice syntax. We don't have to do this much. It's very easy to create. Okay, maybe I will share that video. I have recorded that video in ABAP on HANA class. So with the value operator, you can prepare in one go the internal table. Okay, this is the conventional way how we prepare our internal table. This is also good. There is no problem. Okay, now the another till here we have prepared the internal table exactly the same, right? Now this one, copy this here. Program is the same program. DINPro is 0070. Give the DINPro 0070, right? DIN begin is X. Copy this, pass this. Field name, field value, field name, field value. Good. This is okay. Copy this. This is the next record. Okay. This is the next record. So what we will do that we'll copy from here. It will be better, right? Here we don't have to pass program name input in begin. Field name and field value just we'll have to pass. Just a second. Hello, are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Actually, here system got hanged. Just give me a second. It got hanged. Some internet issue is there, maybe. Okay. Now it got connected once again. Fine. So here, once again, copy this one. We'll prepare some another record here. Fine. So BDC underscore OK code. So BDC underscore OK code again, you will pass, right? And then enter you will pass. Here you will pass the enter and you will append the value. Now, once again, what is the next value? This is, copy this and paste it over here, and then copy this one and paste it over here. So simply I'm preparing exactly the same internal table. Very important. Okay. Now what we'll have to do, that here Z SAP LM GMM 4004X, right? We are having another screen because we have the another screen. Just we are going to prepare like that. So copy this one, Control V. The screen number is only changed, right? 4004. Line begin is X, field name and field value is blank in this case for this particular row. Here BDC underscore OK code. Now copy this one and then BDC underscore OK code. Control V, and here equals to BU. BU means save. Equals to BU means save. You are clicking on the save button. MAKTX, copy this one, and MAKTX. What value you are passing? The field value test you are passing. Any description you are passing, just put that description. Control V. So your data is ready now. Okay, your data is ready now. Check the syntax. There is no problem. I'll put the breakpoint. I will just verify once again if it is correct or not. Okay, press F8. IT underscore BDC is ready. 11 records we are having, and you can see that it is almost looking like that. Only the difference you can see over here. This is not there. TMM01. This is not required. The one. This we will call. This transaction we will call with the help of a syntax. This we don't have to pass. Okay. So other things should be exactly same. This much should be exactly same, right? So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Total 12 records are there. We should also have the 12 records. Okay. We should have also 12 records. Only 11 records it is showing. Something we are missing. We will have to identify. Okay. Let's go and quickly identify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are having the 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is perfect. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6, 7, 8. That is okay. Here we are missing something. MAKTX BDC OK code. Okay, this is we are missing, right? Mara MEINS. So let's go and correct this one. Press F8. Copy this. Come over here. Control V. Full stop. And MAKT. What you have? MAKT. MEINS. Mara MEINS. Mara MANS, and the unit of measure we are passing what? Here EA, right? So I'm just copying and pasting over here. Okay, just save it. Now it is perfect. We are done with the internal table preparation. The first step we have prepared successfully. IT underscore BDC. Okay, you can see the 12 records we are having. It's perfectly okay. Now the next step, what we'll have to do, we'll have to call that particular transaction, right? MM01. So for that, you have the command, you have the syntax. Okay, you have the keyword call transaction. Very, very important keyword, call transaction. Remember, very, very important in support project or whatever. Sometimes you'll have to debug, then you can put the dynamic breakpoint on the call transaction. Okay, so call transaction, it's a very, very important. Remember this one, call transaction MM01. This is the transaction I'm going to call here, right? So for replacement of this particular row, I'm doing the things over there. Okay, for replacing for this particular row, I'm doing this transaction. I'm writing this particular code. Okay, so call transaction MM01 using what? This internal table you will have to use. You will pass this internal table into this particular transaction, and that is going to use, right? So give the full stop, check the syntax now, activate this one, activate, and let us check if it works properly. Activate it, activate, put the breakpoint over here, press F8. Okay, and I'm going to press now F6, and you can see that how it's happening. The same thing is coming or not, right? You can see that, you can observe that when I was clicking on this process button, the same thing is coming, right? Same thing was coming when I was clicking on the process button. Okay, so when I'm running the program also, when I'm running this particular program, let me close this program and I will run once again /n. It's coming the same thing, right? This is my program. Okay, and I'm running this program. It prepared for the IT underscore BDC internal data, and we are just calling this transaction using IT underscore BDC, right? And pressing F8 or F6 anything, and you can see the same thing is coming, right? Same thing is coming because this material is already there, so it will tell that it is already there. So I'm just going to change this material here itself. You can change this flexibility you have. Press enter, and basic data is by default is not getting captured. Why it's not getting captured? We are doing some mistake, that's why it is not getting captured. It's telling that field does not exist in DINPRO. It's telling this particular field does not exist. So some mistake we have done. This is not the proper field name. Okay, let's go here and copy this field name properly. Copy from here. Copy. Your field name should be proper. Okay, and we will see what mistake we have done over there. Some mistake it is there. /n AC38, go into change mode. Somewhere already in the, I'm going to close the unnecessary session. Go into change mode. Yeah, and here I will put, and I will see that what is this, right? Okay, you can see that MSICH, this R extra I have given, right? Other thing is fine, R extra I have given. I will remove that R. Just save it, check the syntax, activate this one, press F8, and this time you can see that it's coming. Click on this OK button, and now this time it got successfully selected. Okay, this is what we wanted. We were not able to see this one. Now it is selected successfully. Nice. Click on this OK button, and material already maintained. Because this is already maintained, how it will create? It will not create, right? It will not create because already it is maintained. So the material number simply we will change here, the 13 number material. I'm going to change, and we will just run it. Okay, press F8, and you can see that this time it will create. Click on this OK button. Click on this. and you can see that your material got successfully created, right? You can go and you can check your material. You can go, this is the material, you can go into the Mara table or you can go to the MM03 transaction, and there you can see this material is there. You can see it's coming, this material is there, MM03 transaction. This is to display the material. I'm able to display the material, that means this material got successfully created. Okay, but you can see that suppose we have, we have these many fields only, then it has taken this much time to write the code. Okay, so is there any good way to write the code? Any simple way to write the code so that our coding will be fast? Yes, we have simple way. We can use the subroutine, right? So many, you can say repetition is there, same value we are just passing, same value we are passing. If you remember, when we were preparing the field catalog, we have used the what? Subroutine over there to prepare the field catalog quickly. Less coding, right? With the help of subroutine reusability property, we can create this, we can create a subroutine and we can reuse that subroutine in order to populate the data, right? So that we will see tomorrow how we can do. Also, how you will be able to identify that your material got successfully created or not in the program. So here you have the concept called messages into one internal table, IT underscore message we will create, and whatever the message will be captured, means some material got successfully created, that will be captured into this. So this is the extra, extra. This was the optional. You can use this to capture the message. If you don't want to run in foreground, means when you are running, then you are clicking on this OK, right? The foreground is coming. Why means suppose if you have to create 1 lakh material, do you click on OK? No, it is not possible. You would like to run in background. Okay, so for that purpose you have the mode. Which mode? I want to create in background. So AEN, you want to run in background. N means background. Okay, N means background. We will see there are 3 different types of mode generally: A, E and N. A means all, E stands for only for error, N means none. I don't want to see any screen. Okay, so by default this mode is A, that's why you are able to see the screen. If you give the N over here, then you will not be able to see the screen. Okay, so these things you can keep, activate this one. These 2 things just I have given, and some error is there. Let's see what is the error. IT underscore message, this we have not defined. Let me quickly define over here. SAP has a defined, type table of BDC MSGCOL. This is a standard structure you can use. Check the syntax now, and it got, now it's the error is not there, right? Run this, activate this, and put the press F8. You can see that it has come over here. Press F6, and you can see that this time we were not able to see any screen and it got successfully executed, right? Because this material was already there, right? The same material I wanted to create this. So we'll get the message that, boss, this material is already there. Why do we want to create? See, 2 messages it got collected. You can see that the message ID, and this is the message number. Okay, you will have to prepare, you will have to construct the meaningful message. So how you will construct that, I will show you in the tomorrow class how you can construct. Some people is getting late, so let's stop over here. You can go to AC91, right? And here in the message class, M3 you can give, and then the number what it is coming, 307, right? 307, and you can see the material already maintained, right? 307 material already maintained for this transaction or event. So it's just giving you the message ID and message number. What we will do, we will try to populate here in an internal table, and we will get on the output screen. When we will complete this one output screen should come, and there we will see all the list of the history, means all the message log for the set of materials. So that we will see in tomorrow class. There are so many things to learn in this BDC still, but the the important part, the important things we have seen over here, and tomorrow we will see the rest part. With this, let's stop our today's class. Let's go to the assignment part. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Today's assignment is very, very important. If you understand this assignment, your BDC basics will be clear. Okay, BDC basics will be clear. This was the important one, very, very important. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, that is going to be very easy, very, very easy. This is the fundamental, need to be very strong. So BDC, the activity 1, what we'll have to do, that just try creating a customer yourself. Okay, try creating customer yourself. We have written, I think, XD01. For customer creation, XD01 is the transaction. You can go and try creating a customer. If you face any doubt, tomorrow just come, or you can take the help of, you can request a help for Rami Reddy. He is a functional expert. He will be able to help you if you face any problem. Or else, at least you try with material basic view, you will be able to create if you are facing some problem for creating the customer, because sometimes so many validation, many things will be there in the backend, and we won't be able to create. But I believe you should be able to create. Just try. If you are not able to do customer creation, try with the vendor creation. Okay, and try with the mandatory field, the important field only, whichever the required one, with that only. If you are not able to create this customer or vendor, go for material, try for the material. In your system, how it is, I don't know. In my system, it was, I was able to create nicely. In your system, you may face some problem while creating the material as well, but just give a try. Any of the things is fine. Okay, and once you are able to manually create the material, do a recording of that material using the transaction SHDB. Okay, where just a second. Okay, this is not the right place. Yeah. Okay, here, okay, in activity 3 you have already done written records from application 7 print. Okay, prepare a notepad where you have all the information specific to the field program. So hope you have done all this. Is also, this activity 3 was also very important activity. Okay, now in activity 4, what you will have to do, that you will have to, right, you are already done with creating a material or customer or vendor, whichever you feel easy. So suppose you are feeling easy with creating the material, so create a material once again today. Okay, then record this material, record this transaction, record this transaction using what, using the SHDB. Once you are recorded, remove the unnecessary things which you feel that which is not required, or else you can keep it. It does not matter. But I would recommend you to, remove the unnecessary things. So your concept will be more better. Okay. Keep only the field value, field name and field value and command, means say button, OK button, like that. BDC underscore OK code. Keep the BDC underscore OK code, field name and field value. Other things just remove. Okay. So remove the unnecessary things, from the transaction, Okay. Keep what, the important thing only, right? So DIN Pro number you require, correct? A starting point you require, main program name you require. Keep only important things, important records, actually, important records, like that. You'll have to skip. Now what we'll have to do that populate this record in an internal table exactly it is exactly in the same way, exactly the same how it is here, so just you will have to keep one by one, you have to prepare and append. Then call transaction, you will have to use a very important call transaction keyword, okay, using BDC data. This BDC data means the internal table you have prepared. So suppose internal table is IT BDC data, for example, using this. And if you want to capture the message, you can give this message and all. Don't capture the message today, okay, just do this one, this, and but do one thing, try running in background and foreground. So if you don't do, means if you write simply this one, the meaning of this transaction means call transaction BDC data mode A, means if you simply write like, if you simply write like this, the meaning of this means this default mode is A means all, it will show all the screen step by step. In that case you will have to press enter, or with the help of mouse you will have to click on the OK button. Okay, but if you give the N over here none, it will run in background, you will not be able to see any screen. How? And that's why we do in the real time. Okay, another mode also we have, that is called AE. Just you want to be on the safer side, that when some error comes you want to go into the foreground, otherwise you should run in the background, then you can use this E. Okay, along with this also, like if you want to capture the message, let's give this try also, because you are giving all this try, so you can check this message also, right? IT underscore message into IT underscore message and check the message. You can, if it is successfully created, in that case you will be able to see that you will get the message over here that material got successfully created. And this IT underscore, okay, so internal table data type is what? Internal table structure is BDC data, very important interview question both. Okay, for message also and for this also, they will simply ask what's the internal table structure name in the BDC given by SAP. Just you will have to tell the BDC data, and for the message BDC message call. For the message collection we are having, it's very easy to remember actually, BDC MSG COLL. COLL means collection, message means message, and because it's BDC, that's why BDC. So BDC message collection, just remember this structure. And here, because you'll have to prepare the BDC data, so BDC data structure you are using. Complete this exercise. Please share in the group. Yesterday I didn't say any assignment to be completed in the group, so please complete all this assignment. If you are not,
sir, I have sent it.
Oh, yesterday you have sent?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I didn't check properly. Okay, I will check that one. So thank you very much, others. Please complete this activity 4, and other participant like Neha, Vijaya, Ramesh. Okay, please complete this one, because it is going to be very important. This BDC is very important from interview point of view. Okay, so please complete this one, so you will be able to track your interview smoothly. Okay, fine. Then with this we will stop our session over here. Some message there, let me read it. The screen not coming. Okay, fine. So now we are going to stop our session over here, and let's meet tomorrow. Please complete this assignment and let's Meet tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a nice day.